Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In case you haven't been here before, my name is Jen and I moved to Ireland nearly 9 months ago. In a few days now it'll be 9 months ago, which is just insane. I think it may be 2 days? I don't remember what day it is today. Losing track of the days. I feel like I look super shabby and frizzy today. My hair is just out of control and my eyebrows are, I don't even know them anymore, but that's okay. We're going to push past this because today I'm going to talk about how much it cost me to move to Ireland. Now, some people might think that this was a lot. Some people will just be like, what, that's it? It really, really depends. In some ways, I cut some corners in moving over here. In some ways, I made it a lot more difficult for myself financially. So yeah, let's just get on into it from the beginning. So first I had to apply for the visa. Now if you didn't know, or if I haven't actually said it before, I am on the working holiday visa, so it is a 2-year visa. So I went through swap working holidays. So I don't know if that's, I think it's just a specific, I think it's specifically a Canadian program that helps young people like age 18 to 35 go on these working holidays to various countries. If I'm wrong and it's not just a Canadian program, please let me know, but I believe that this specific one is. So basically, I was unlucky and lucky in this regard at the same time. So I had purchased a visa a while back for $200 and I didn't end up using it within a year. So basically, or I didn't end up registering properly with them within a year, so I had to pay the $200 again. So that's a total of $400. But now they're actually phasing out the $200 and they have a $560, I believe, fee for the working holiday visa to Ireland. Now the $200 one just covers your absolute basics. It's just helping with the actual visa process. So I didn't want anything other than that because I did have Michael over here who could help me out if I needed it, just with, you know, any of the basics of starting out in Ireland. Basically the $560, although it seems like a lot at first, you also get like a 2-night stay in a hostel. I think it's either in Dublin, Galway, or Cork. You also get all this additional help with anything that you might possibly need when you get to Ireland, like bank accounts, registering, things like that. So for people who aren't familiar with Ireland at all, I think it is a good idea to spend the extra money, but yeah, I didn't and it was fine. So the next step after purchasing my visa was to get medical insurance for the first year. So I paid $524.88 for 1 year, and this is all in Canadian currency. That's another thing. You might think it's expensive, you might not, depending, but I know that travel insurance can be so much more, especially for 1 year. This is I think it's like a student budget plan kind of thing. So basically, yeah, you know what, I did expect it to be worse, so that's fine. It covers emergency situations and a little bit more. There are certain rules for obtaining medical/travel insurance, so definitely make sure that you look into those because it can't be too simple. It has to be able to cover, you know, anything that really might happen while you're abroad. So once this medical travel insurance expires, I will have to pay for it again for the next year if I choose to stay. Next was my plane ticket. So I was lucky with this one. I did book a return ticket because I knew that I was going to be coming home for sure for Christmas. So I got probably the best deal I've ever gotten on a return flight to Ireland. So it was $650 Canadian. That's a great way to save money if you, like, in the long run. If you know you're going to be coming back for a holiday, then definitely book your return flight then, and it will save you quite a bit of money. Like my return flight at Christmas just for one way was at least the same, if not more. I think it was like $700. So definitely, if you can, book your return flight right then. I know it's tempting to book a one-way, especially if it's kind of a cheap, good deal, but like I said, if you're thinking in the long run and getting settled in Ireland, you don't know how much money you're gonna have in a few months, so just, it's a good idea. Now next is something that is totally optional, but it was not optional for me, and that was I moved 2 of my pets over here. Now, part of the reason I did that was I didn't know how long I was going to be staying over here. It could be a year, it could be 2 years, it could be longer. I don't know. And I couldn't ask my family to look after my 3 pets for, the absolute unforeseeable future, and they really weren't able to either. So with vet bills and everything like that, plus their flights and cargo, it was $2,000 for both of them together. So I did move them at different times. I moved my cat in September and I moved my dog in April, but that was really part of me moving over here. So it was about $1,000 each. If I was just going for a year, I would have somehow found a way to not bring them. But again, it depends on your situation. It depends on your family's situation. So I am very glad that I did bring them, and it was never an option for me to give them up for adoption. I adopted them in the first place, and that's just not something that I could do. So it's just down to your situation and your preference. Now, where I did cut corners is I got rid of so much of my stuff. So I regret this in some ways I don't. It is freeing not to have a crap load of stuff. But yeah, you know what? I gave away and threw away a lot of things. So basically, I have brought 4 suitcases total over here to Ireland. I paid $200 for the 2 extra suitcases because on your flight you usually get 1 included. So that was, I brought these over a period of time. So again, depending on how long you plan on staying, yeah, that was one where I could have easily brought over 10 suitcases, but you gotta do what you gotta do. Now the next part would be rent. So I gave my boyfriend $1,000 for my part of the first and last month's rent. Over here they just basically say, they don't say first and last month, they say first month and then the last month you get back when you move out, so it's a deposit. I think it all pretty much ends up being the same thing though, because I'm sure that you pay for your last month of rent. So yeah, but basically, like I said before, he had come over here before me, so he had gotten our house for us. So all I needed to do was give him the money, and he sorted that out for us. So that was really nice that I didn't have to do that when I came over here. Now next would be the registration fee. So within 90 days of you landing in Ireland, you have to go and register for your GNIB card, which makes you officially legally eligible to work. So that is €300 or just about $445 Canadian. I wish I had done that as soon as I got here because it took quite a lot longer than I thought to do. I think I did it a month after I got here. So yeah, get your GNIB card as soon as you possibly can because I waited a month and I wish I had just done it as soon as I possibly could have. Next is something I forgot to mention at the beginning, and that was my passport renewal. So you have to have at least, I believe it's 2 years left on your passport, like the whole length of time that you could possibly be in Ireland. And I had just under that, and I didn't realize that this was the requirement for some reason up until the last minute. I think it was a week before I was about to leave. So I believe I paid about $170 to have my passport renewed early and then to have it kind of expedited so it would come in quicker. So yeah, that's definitely something that you need to check because I was in full panic mode when I figured that out. So obviously there are other things that I purchased once I got here, plenty of stuff for the house. Thankfully, most rentals here are furnished like ours was, so that was great. And rent is it's generally quite a bit cheaper here than it is at home, so that was really nice as well, just to have everything included. There are obviously little things that you need when you move over here and you want to be able to decorate it the way you want, and I definitely spent quite a bit more money once I got here on decor, but I'm not going to include that because it's not mandatory as part of the moving to Ireland process that you have to thoroughly decorate your house, although it should be. And I just want to say that you do have to have $2,500 Canadian saved. I wish that I had saved more money for sure because most of the stuff I'm talking about, it came out of that $2,500. So yeah, I did not have a whole lot of money left when I first got here. Just a little disclaimer about this, I came here right out of school, so I really did not have a lot of money saved. So I really came here with the absolute minimum based off of what I could do. So without further ado, the grand total of what I spent to move to Ireland is $5,389.88. So yeah, that is the magic number for me. Obviously, if you're not moving pets, especially multiple pets, you can subtract about $2,000 of that. But like I said, I wish that I had come here with a lot more money than I did. But coming right out of school, I did what I did what I could with my situation. And I just want to say that it is kind of, I knew it was probably around that amount, but when I actually saw that, it's just obviously for me, it was worth it to move here to be with my boyfriend, but as a young person and as a struggling student just starting out, you do think about, oh, what else I could have done with that money. And let's just, think about the reality of this situation. I'm always going to be real with you guys. It is amazing to move to a different country, and it is also amazing to be settled in your life, and it's amazing to, just be where you grew up in the first place. Don't feel like you have to do that or it makes you more interesting to move abroad. Because I didn't do it because it made me more interesting. I'm fully aware of the benefits of staying at home as well, and I'm aware of the benefits that I will gain by having this life experience too. So one is not better than the other, and I really want to stress that to you guys. So if I forgot anything, I will leave it down below. But yeah, those are the general requirements of moving to Ireland on a working holiday visa. So please remember to give this video a big thumbs up if you liked it. I am a new channel, so please do remember to subscribe, and yeah, I will talk to you guys later. Bye.